Airlines flight 2453.
For a moment in time, strangers from around the world come together as travelers. It's also a moment when American Airlines flight attendant Sandra Fiorini can save a life.
We had a 18-year-old boy, and he had a brand new day-old baby. Umbilical cord, everything was still there, day-old baby. He's going on a 6-hour flight. He had no wife. He has 2 diapers stuck in his pockets and 1 bottle.
Fiorini sees things like that on a regular basis when she's on one of her international flights. She says after 39 years on the job, it is not difficult to recognize a suspected case of human trafficking.
Most of us are parents. So when you see an instance that's not right and a red flag is raised, especially where there's children involved, you're more attuned to what's happening.
Fiorini had tried to report suspicious activity to the police, but they never responded. 2 years ago, it all changed when Fiorini met Deborah Sigmund, founder of the organization Innocents at Risk.
It's enslavement. We're talking about modern-day slavery.
Innocents at Risk provided Fiorini with brochures detailing the signs of human trafficking. There's also a phone number to report a suspected case.
Before, you couldn't call anyone. The local authorities would not respond to you. So now, when you do call this hotline number, someone does respond.
Law enforcement will be waiting at the gate if a flight attendant reports something suspicious. Innocents at Risk created this video showing why it's important for law enforcement to respond. The organization says women, girls, and even boys are being sold into sexual slavery.
This is happening everywhere in the world, every country in the world, and it's happening here in the United States. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
I'm Sandy Fiorini, and I'm flying out of Chicago on the International Division.
Meanwhile, Fiorini educates flight attendants around the world using brochures and bracelets that contain the human trafficking hotline number.
I show my brochure, I tell them what I'm doing, and then I ask them, put the hotline number in your cell phone. Please pass the brochure on to another flight attendant.
Fiorini and Innocents at Risk have also been mobilizing lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
We're working with Congress, with the Human Rights Commission, and I think that something will come out of that. I'm very optimistic.
The hope is that brochures like these will eventually end up in the seat back pockets of all the flights, so passengers can also read about the warning signs and notify the authorities or the flight attendants if they notice something suspicious.
Fiorini hopes once passengers know what to look for, they won't turn the other way. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News.